Hi everyone, so welcome to today's video. In today's video we're going to be working in this book right here. This is Christine Karen's newest book, Characters Through Worlds and Times. So this is going to be another background experiment kind of thing. I am going for a similar vibe to this background using the metallic watercolour, if I can get it open, the metallic watercolour paints that I showed in me December / what I got for Christmas haul. So we've got them on the go because they're so pretty, as you can see on this one. They look very nice. So hopefully this angle's okay and I can actually keep the book in frame because I'm pretty bad at that. But obviously this page is done, so I'm going to find the page that we're actually going to be working on. So again, if you hear background noise and everything, I do live beside a busy street and there's cars up and down it all the time. And the other day I was trying out some painting things. I was just trying a little bit of experiment. I was experimenting a little bit with some painting and stuff. I'm not going to show you because it turned out really bad. But I've stained my desk blue in areas, so if you see any of that, just ignore it. But anyway, this is the girl that I'm working on. This is a body colour with Natasha's Creative Arts on Instagram. So I haven't done her wings yet because I'm going to try and do them like transparent. So I'm going to do the background first and then just go over them with a purple or white gel pen. That's my plan anyway. Don't know how it's going to work out. But my man says the way I've coloured the dress, because the dress only comes to here. So I kind of like swooped it down. But it says that she looks pregnant. But I don't know if she is or not. She didn't tell me anything about it. We're meant to be friends, but she hasn't shared that information with me, so I'm not really sure. So she could be pregnant, she could be not. That just could be a dress. I don't know what she's hiding under there. But I love how she turned out. So I'm going to do the background and then I'll figure the rest out from there. So I've just put like a big A3 sheet of paper behind her, just to keep the other page obviously as a backing blotter page sort of thing. I have these brushes, the ones that I showed in me haul as well, the Arteza ones. I don't like the square ones. Let's just show you. Not that I don't like them, but I'm not very fond of like the squarey ones because I just don't feel like I can get a good enough blend with them, so I'm not going to use them ones. Obviously they will come in handy someday. And I know that you're supposed to put the water in here, and I do have some water in here as well, but it's just a faff. I'm just going to use them as normal brushes with me water over here. So I'm thinking like pink and purple, obviously, because she is pink and purple, but I have no idea what I want to do. But this is, as I said, another video where I use a particular medium in a background. All of my background are experiments. So, well, all of my backgrounds are experiments, so I never know how it's going to turn out. But this is another like easy sort of way to get a good background in. So I don't know, I just said that I would do videos on backgrounds. And I really like the way that this one turned out, so I'm going for something similar. I haven't got much experience of watercolour. I've only done it a few times. My phone's just beeped for some reason, I don't know why. So everything is a, say it with us, experiment. So I'm just going to put this here. I hate it when the books don't lie flat. Make the books lie flat, please, people. So I think I'm going to be using like these pinky colours and the purples. As you can see, I've used a lot of that purple because I did use it on, what did I use it on? I just used it the other day actually. I can't remember what I used it on. So I remember, people, I remembered I used it on this page. So sneak peek of a finished page for January. I just want to show you though how gorgeous that purple is and the metallic moon. Oh, gorgeous. Like it literally slipped my mind that I had even coloured on that. Even used this to colour that page. My mind is not with it these days. I know I say that in every video, but it's literally just never works. So maybe we should shut up and start painting now. Well, I'll continue talking, but we should get some paint on the page. So here is the swatch card. I'm thinking this colour here because I feel like it matches the pink. Oh, if you're wondering, for the pencils, I think I used polychromos for our hair and the roses. And I can't remember, I think I used the combination of Prisma for the dress and polychromos. And then the skin is Prismacolor. And the gel pen is Pentel Dual Hybrids in pink plus metallic pink. I'm so proud of myself that I actually remembered that. Like, without stuttering and trying to find it in my brain. Well, I'm just glad that I remembered it quicker than I usually do. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let's just get into doing something. So, I have these brushes. My mum and my auntie are laughing downstairs. I have these brushes here, but I also have some of these brushes. Like, this is a eyeshadow brush and these are makeup brushes. But I need a larger brush because if I do the whole page with this, it's going to take a while, isn't it? So I need to buy some proper watercolour brushes, but makeup brushes, paint brushes, they're still the same thing. You can utilise other areas of your supplies. So I've just like dropped a few bits of water in them to try and activate them. But it would help if you actually wet the brush. Silly girl. So I am just going to try and I am just going to put some. Oh, that was a mistake. I am not good with watercolour. I'm still learning myself, but people wanted ideas for backgrounds, so I am just going to give it to yous and do some videos on it in chat nonsense as usual. But I haven't actually filmed a chatty video in a while, have I? I've just done like the pages that I wanted to do. I mean the videos that I wanted to do like for the new year. And there's still some that I want to do for the new year. Basically, I want to feel, oh, that gel pen's running, I'll have to go back over it. See, I don't really think about these things, to be honest. But it's fine because it goes in. Obviously, this is not watercolour paper, so it is gonna... I don't have any like double-sided tape or anything to stick that down, but who cares? I do what I want with you. You are not in charge, I am. So let's just get some colour on it, if I can actually pick any up. Yeah, my watercolouring doesn't seem to be going all that well, to be honest. It doesn't really like us, but I do try. I do try. I'm not sure if I'm the problem or if these like water things on or if like these watercolour paints are not the most pigmented things. I know watercolour's not really supposed to be pigmented. What I mean is, I'm not sure like it picks up enough on the brush. Is what I mean. So like you have to dig quite a lot in, and that's why I've used quite a lot of the purple. Because you have to dig quite a lot to try and get the colour on the brush, even though I've activated it. And I've like I've done all the things that people tell us to do. But if you just dig in it a bit, it works better. So I'm just building up a base of colour. So yeah, I haven't really done a colour and chat or like a chatty video in a while, just updating you on me. So I had a lovely message when I woke up, and basically says that Kay had mentioned, like Colouring with Kay, had mentioned me in our latest video, in that like me subscribers had went up as well. And I was like, oh, I'll go and have a look at the video. I would obviously watch it anyway because I love Kay's videos. Hi if you're watching, Kay. But yeah, she mentioned us in our video, and I'm nearly at 900 subscribers now. So I just want to thank you I just want to say thank you to every single person who has subscribed to my channel, anybody who's ever watched, and I want to thank Kay for like mentioning us, and I'm so glad that you like me videos and me accent. I get a lot of comments about me accent. A lot of people like listening to it, so I'm happy to sit and chat so you can listen to it, I guess, when I've actually got stuff to say. Today is the first day that I've actually felt able to chat. I haven't been doing so well. Not that I'm doing amazing today. The thing is, like, there's just days where you can function better than other days. But I just haven't even been able to function, and I've been in like a bit of a colouring sort of slump. Not a slump, but I have been colouring a lot. But you know when you just get sick of doing the same thing, and I want to try out some new hobbies. So when I get paid at the end of the month, I'm going to buy like some diamond painting stuff, and I've ordered some stationery from Shein to start me, well, not stationery, but it's like I bought some washi tapes and some stickers, and I bought like a new journal to start me mental health journal up again, and also just to spruce up me colouring journal. So there will be more videos coming on that, because a lot of people have expressed interest in, well, not a lot, a few people have expressed interest in those types of videos, and I just really want to get into the channel and upload more videos, and just I need something to focus my time on, because I'm just such a procrastinator. And once I actually sit down at the desk and start filming, I get more into the mood, but it's like, oh my god, I have to do it. And I know a lot of you are like this, like I just think about doing something, even the smallest thing, I think about doing it for about 3 hours before I actually get up and do it, and then I do it and it takes us like, what, 2 minutes or however long, like it would be really quick. And then you just like, you could have had this done about 100 times over. And that's what really annoys us about my brain. I don't like it, but unfortunately it's a habit that I have, and I know procrastination is a problem for a lot of people, not just me. But I feel like my depression and that makes it worse, and just the sheer lack of motivation is really real at the moment. I say at the moment, it's just like, it's been a long time, it's just I have no motivation anytime. But especially like motivation for colouring, I haven't been doing it as much the last week or so. I have been colouring still obviously, but the week beforehand I had just done so much of it that I feel like my body was just, or like my brain was like, let's take a break. And I downloaded a book on my Kindle, and I wanted to try and read it, but so far I've only read a chapter. So I really want to try and just do things like different hobbies, just so I don't get bored. It's not really that I get bored, it's just that I get sick of it. Although I love colouring, I just need something else to do when I don't feel like colouring. But that's still creative and still doing stuff with my hands, and diamond painting just looks like a lot of fun. I've been watching like Minori's videos. She has a channel, and I have been watching people, by the way, like I have been watching videos. I used to comment on loads of videos I used to basically comment on nearly every single video I watch, and these days I've been really bad at commenting, because I usually watch it on my telly and I have to connect it to my phone to to comment, and it's just like such a hassle when my phone's on charge and I can't be bothered to roll over and, you know, get the phone out the charger to comment. So even though I don't comment on everyone's videos, I'm still here, still lurking, still watching, and I'll try to comment more. So if you haven't seen me comment in a while and think that I'm not even watching your videos, I am. Just, well, some people's. I've got a lot of videos to still catch up on, but as I say, I'm just not really with it most days, so I kind of just watch the same things over and over again. Obviously been watching a lot of Bob's Burgers. I watched a series on Netflix called Behind Her Eyes. That was pretty good. I know it's been on there for a while, but, well, Netflix UK. I know it's been on there for a while, but I watched that the other day. Not the other day, it was like last week sometime. And then a few weeks ago I watched that Harlan Coben's Stay Close. So yeah, I watched that, and then I watched that Harlan Coben thing was quite good. It was decent enough. I know that I've seen The Stranger as well. I know that's based on a book by him. And there's another one on there called Safe or something. I didn't watch that. It's just, I don't know, just not really into that one. Just really telling you what I've been up to. I haven't been up to much. I've just been colouring. I had an okay Christmas. Just again, mental health problems. They don't really care what time of year it is or what is going on. After Christmas I had a period of illness. Like, I was really, I felt like my head was going to fall off. I had like migraines. I had a migraine for like 5 days solid, and I don't know if I was actually ill or if it was like withdrawal from me antidepressants, because I had actually run out of me antidepressants a few days, or like a day or so after Christmas, and then the doctors weren't open to like re-prescribe them. So I don't know if it was like withdrawal from them as well, but if it was, bloody hell, it was not nice. I don't know what I was going to say there, but it wasn't nice if it was. But then I got them back and I was fine, so it could possibly be that. And then me mum and me older brother and me mum, they got COVID. They're fine now. She wasn't really that ill, but she still had it. She had like bad heads and stuff like that. But I'm glad that they recovered well from it. Not really much else, but I mean, when I was ill and then when I got better, like, that was the best feeling I've ever felt. You know, when you feel so bad for so long, for like so many days, and then you just like, you get an ounce of humanity back and you feel like you've been resurrected from the grave. It's just like the best feeling. And then I felt that for like 1 day, and I was just like back to like, to just being me normal meh self. Anyway, I just get sick of it. It's just like, can you just give us one good day? Like, I know that I do suffer with anxiety, but my depression has been a biatch lately. It really has. And at least with anxiety, I can actually move and do stuff, because like the anxiety doesn't want us to sit down and do nothing. I hope you aren't getting bored of us just sitting doing the same thing. I'm just building up layers. But every time I say that, I hope you aren't bored, and everyone's like, you're not boring. So hopefully I'm entertaining you with me words of wisdom. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, mental health issues suck and depression sucks. I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow for me bloods, to get me bloods took for me thyroid, to check my thyroid. so we'll see how that goes. I honestly, like, I'm going to be totally honest, and there is days where I forget to take my thyroid medication. I never forget to take me, well, I do, because I'm supposed to take me venlafaxine, the antidepressants. I'm supposed to take them at night and in the morning. So I usually remember the morning. Sometimes I forget the night time, but most of the time I remember because I feel so shit. So I'm like, oh, I remember that I have to take those. But sometimes I just like forget about the other ones, and that's not good because I need to take me, I keep saying that, I need to take me levothyroxine, me thyroxine medication. Bloody hell, there, guns. So I need to take that. So what I'm gonna do in my mental health my mental health journal, when I get it, and when I start it, I'm gonna make like a section for me medication, so that I can actually tick it off and remember that I've took it every day. And I just want to, like, because every time I look at my colouring journal, it's just boring. I want to have some stuff to like spruce it up, like stickers and stuff, because I feel like that'll just make it prettier and nicer. And I've been watching a few like planner videos and stuff like that, like bullet journal videos, and I've got a few ideas just for spreads that I want to incorporate, because I am still very new to this whole bullet journal thing. I just basically used to write down the pages, but I want to kind of try and do a bullet journal style. But like all them bullet journalers and that, I don't need to organise my life because I don't really have one. So I just really need to organise my colouring and like me creative hobbies. And since I'll be doing more creative hobbies like diamond painting, and that's basically it. Me planner is my new hobby, okay? But I want to make a conscious effort to read more. I do read like on a Kindle. I don't know, I'm just like, I'll do it later because I kind of want to read before I go to sleep. But then I get too tired and I'm just like, oh. But sometimes, like, I used to love reading, I really did. But it's just like, my brain, it doesn't want to, like, I'm reading the words, but my brain, like, know how you create that little scene in your head? My brain just doesn't want to do it. And it's just like, oh, do I have to think right now? So every time I want it to do something, to like overthink something and make a big and grand ideas in my head, it doesn't really like it. But when it wants to overthink and I don't want it to, you know, it's on overdrive. So yeah, me and my head are just not, we don't get along. I think you all know this. How's everybody else, by the way? I've just been going on about myself. How is everybody else? What you all been up to? I just came in strong with a big load of colouring whinging. Andrea from Andrea's Attic once said, I loved when she said that it was a colouring whinge. I think that's so funny, because that is basically what it is. It's not a colouring chat, it's a colouring whinge about me life that I don't have. It's not about me life. I have a good life. You know, I am very blessed. Well, I'm not like very, very blessed, but I am blessed in the departments where it counts. Like, I have a nice family. I have a good home life. I have a lovely mum that's always there for us, and my sister's a bit annoying, but you know, and Ethan's annoying when he's playing on FIFA. Can you not hear the quietness? Ethan is not playing on FIFA and shouting. Ethan's actually in bed because he didn't go to bed till beyond times in the morning. I can't judge people for that because I do it as well. My sister's not currently here. She is with her boyfriend, so the house is lovely and quiet. Except for my mum, and she doesn't really make any noise. Except she has a telly on blasting. So are yous colouring along? Are yous doing what are yous doing while yous listen to this video? I'm always curious. I've actually been drawing as well a bit. I got a sketchbook and I just wanted to like sort of just try and draw some things. And I like what I've drawn so far. I've only done like a few things. So if you ever wanted to do a video like on colouring my own artwork, I will be willing to do that. I don't really like when you're just painting it, it looks a bit patchy, but then when it dries and reflects the light, it looks really nice. So that's the best I can do for now on that base layer. That's like the most opaque that I can get it. I know watercolour is not supposed to be opaque, and I need to connect that thought to my mind. Like, it's not supposed to be opaque, but like in my mind it's just like I need everything covered. So I'm gonna let that dry and then we'll figure it out. From there, I am going to have to go back over places, but that's totally fine. I just want the background out of the way. And yeah, I'll come back when it's a bit more dry and then we'll add some, I don't know, like some pink and just purple splashes, I guess. I'm feeling a little bit, as I say, unmotivated, but also like a little bit uninspired. I don't really know, like the ideas aren't flowing as much within the last few weeks, and I don't know, something's blocked up there and it's a little bit annoying. So my creativity is getting blocked a bit, so I think that's why I need to try some different things out. So I just noticed that I forgot to plug my other two lights in. If you can hear squeaking, that is my chair. So yeah, I've like dried this a little bit with my hairdryer. It looks very streaky and it doesn't look that metallic, if I'm honest, that colour. So I don't know if it's just like the paint or if it's actually me. That is the problem. So for our wings, I'm actually thinking of colouring them this colour, this sort of iridescent colour, because it's such a gorgeous colour. So I might just give that a little try, because the reflection on this one is gorgeous, but then the reflection on this background one, I'm not sure that I like it that much. So it might just be like, because obviously they're different colours, there might just be a variation in different colours. Because this, the background colour is nowhere near as reflective as this gorgeous colour. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll have to make sure that I miss out the wings in the next bit. So what I'm going to do is just go around the wings so I know where they are. So when I add the purple blotches, I'm not really sure on the right word. Just so I know where they are, so when I go in and add the purple splotches, like look at that, like how gorgeous is that colour compared to the background. The background is just a bit matte and it's so streaky, and I just need better brushes, I think, because yeah, it's not really Looking too hot, is it? And I can't even see where these wings are, so hopefully I'm going over the right places. I'm just watching Pretty Pages. Anne from Pretty Pages 71, she did a video on like how she watercolours the background, and she's like very neat and tidy, and I'm just like hired everywhere. I just don't have the patience for like tiny details. I just don't. I used to be so patient, you know, and these days, nope, my patience is gone. I don't know where it's gone, but I don't think it's coming back. I mean, I used to be pretty patient. Maybe I just didn't give it F. But I'm not, like, for the things I like and the things that I want, I'm quite impatient. If that made any sort of sense. But I do love this reflective colour. There is like loads of metallic watercolours and stuff that I want off Etsy. But I want to try and like get to grips with it first before I start investing in really good watercolours. Because obviously you know how we all are. We'll go for the not that this is bad at all, like the ones that I've used, it's only this colour. Like these colours, they just don't seem that metallic. They seem a bit blah, I don't know. They seem a bit blah. Like it's just not much shine to it. So I think I picked the wrong colour. So that was me. That was my fault. But that was like the closest colour that I wanted to it. The closest colour that I wanted in this palette. So I think that that is good on that. So what actually, where is the brush that I was going to use? Yeah, is this one it? No, that's the one I was using. Yeah, it's here, right in front of us. So I'm going to take this purple and this purple, like a combination of these two purples, and just kind of make swirly bits in the background. I don't really have a plan, to be honest. I'm just going to put them in bits. Some of it here, some of it here. And I just, oh, I was going to say I lost the brush again, but I found it. Obviously I'll get better the more I use the watercolours, but it's just the user error and like the getting to grips with how much water you need and all of that. So I'm just mixing the two purples together. Don't know why, that's just what I did. And I think I'm just gonna, honestly have no idea, I'm just swirling the purple. I don't know what it's going to look like, but we'll just go with whatever. Maybe I'll do it on the edges, because I actually don't really like this pink, but I don't want to add like too many more layers on this paper, because it's obviously not watercolour paper, but it is buckling, but I don't really care about that. I like it when pages are like kind of crumply. I just honestly have no clue what I'm doing, because as I say, I'm just running out of ideas. And these videos are all experiments, so if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out, but hopefully it'll look decent-ish. Kind of might just go in. Like, in the steps were always like, oh my god, this doesn't look right, it doesn't look nice. But then once you're all finished, like I never know how I feel about page until it's all finished. So I just, like, in times like this, I have to remind myself to trust the process. Because, you know, it might turn out nice, it might turn out a disaster, but it might also turn out okay. I don't think it's going to be my favourite background because I don't really like this colour. I like the colour, but I don't really like the... It's just not sparkly enough, it's not reflective enough for me. It's been a bit of a fail. And it's a bit streaky. So I wanted a metallic background. I wanted it to be reflective. This video is going to be in like loads of different clips when I put it in the editor because my mum keeps disturbing us, even though she just rang us and like hung up. Don't know if she was like faffing around with her phone or what, but a bit rude. So I don't know what I was talking about. So yeah, as you can see, I'm not very careful. I'm just not in a mood these days to be like precise, and I'm like very angry colouring. And I don't know why I've been just a bit PO'd these last few weeks. The lady time doesn't help right now, but I've got no excuse for the other weeks. Not that I do anything with that anger, you know. I'm not a troublemaker. But I get a bit of anger inside the old soul. And apparently I just angry colour like this. I don't know what nonsense I've been chatting the day, to be honest. But apparently I've had stuff to say that I haven't... Well, I just haven't updated you in a while, have I? And a lot of you seem to like us just ranting on about stuff. Like when you look at it when the light is shining, like not shining on it, you're like, oh my god, what have you done to that page? It looks bad. But then the light shines on it and you see all the shimmer. And then you're just like, that's what you did. But I find it difficult to get it like not streaky when I'm applying it. Is this a problem for everybody else? Is it meant to be streaky? Because as I say, I don't have anything else to compare it to. Like I've never tried any other watercolour thingy-majiggies. So I don't know, but it could also just be user error as a beginner, and I might not have the right tools. But everything is a learning curve, isn't it? But this colour, like I've used so much of it already because it's gorgeous, the purple. You know me in purple. Purple is my favourite colour. I just realised every time I'm doing that you can just see me big hairy arm. So you're welcome for that as well. If you're actually watching the video and not just listening along. I used to shave my arms as a teenager because I would be like so insecure, like everybody else is shaving their arms. Like you're not supposed to have hairy arms. But you know, depression doesn't really care. I can't even be bothered to shave my legs or my armpits these days. I do eventually when, well, I shave my armpits more than I shave my legs in the other places, if you catch me drift. But it's just like such an effort, man. Such an effort keeping up with like trying to keep the hair off your body. Like if the hair on my head grew as fast as the hair on my legs, then I would have hair down to my ankles in like about 3 months. I don't know if that was a bit TMI, but who cares. I don't know what kind of mood I'm in today. I'm like a little bit sassy and like a little bit... I think it's just because I haven't talked to you in so long. I haven't really talked to many people. I mainly just talked to my mum. I actually went outside yesterday for the first time since Christmas Day. And we went to get some food shopping. And the anxiety was real. I don't go out a lot because of my anxiety and my depression, but I have a assessment. I got like a phone call the other week, or like last week sometime, and this woman says, oh, well, like I'm a trainee, or like a, yeah, she said like a trainee for this. She didn't really tell us the company, she just said that she's working with me local like GP, and would I like to go for an assessment. But she didn't really give us much information, like just an assessment to see if they can help us. So I've got that on Thursday, but I don't really know what is gonna entail, or like who the company even is. So we'll see how that goes and what happens. Like, I know it's very difficult to help mental health, I think. So it's going to be a long process, but the things that I've tried so far haven't really worked. And the tablets that I'm on, excuse me, the tablets that I'm on like now, they don't help immensely, but I don't think they're being a hindrance either, where the fluoxetine was like making us feel extremely numb, and it was awful. So I don't know if like these still make us feel a bit numb, so I don't know if I've just gotten used to the numbness, or if it's like just eased off a bit. Like they still make us feel like my emotions are blocked and stuff like that, but it's not as bad as it was on the fluoxetine. So I think the best I'm hoping for is just to be functional every day, like feel like I can actually get up and do stuff without wanting to just roll back over and basically just disappear. Them are the feelings that I've been having lately. And obviously a lot of you know that I deleted my YouTube channel. When was it? When I first started in February. It was sometime last year. I deleted my YouTube channel because I was having the same sort of thoughts, and it's been really hard to not act on those thoughts when they've been popping into my head, and like fighting those thoughts every single day just for those of you who suffer as well. Like you know exactly what I'm talking about, but fighting all the bad thoughts and all of the like not like thoughts about harming myself. Like I don't really have, there's flashes here and there of, you know, those kind of thoughts, but it's mainly just like thoughts that they're still not nice, but they're not like harmful, like I want to harm myself, just in case anybody is worried. It's not like that. It's just like I have these thoughts where I just want to be left alone like forever, and I just want nobody to bother us and just be a total recluse and just not do anything. But then I'm scared to be alone in a dark house, so that really wouldn't work out too well, would it? So like it's just like very contradicting thoughts. It's just like, get yourself together, brain. Like I've really been begging you for the last, like my whole life basically, and it just doesn't listen. But I will not delete my channel, okay? I will not put in the work twice, because I got to the 4,000 watch hours, you know. I got there and now I'm having to redo it. But you know, it's life, and I need to try and, as most people, like, I feel like we're just conditioned to think negatively. Well, especially me. Like, oh, like, I just dwell on the bad things and all the mistakes that I've made in my life and all this and all that. And I'm really, really trying hard to sort of big myself up a little bit. And this channel has helped me loads. Like, I can't even thank you enough for the kind words and just all of the lovely comments and the messages I get. I can't thank everybody enough for the kind messages and just the friendships that I've made, the kind comments, just everything, like all of the support that you've given us. To anybody new here, I hope that you enjoy my channel. I am going to try my best to put out more videos and yeah, just be here more. See, I don't know why I was worried so much, because I think it did turn out well-ish. I like this a lot better than I did before. There is obviously bits where it's just not accepting any more watercolour. It's like, I've had enough, bitch. Leave me alone. But I think that's going to be that for the background, because that's all I can be bothered to do, really. So I don't know how long this video is, but I might as well zoom you in a little bit, like that, and just, oh, did you hear me elbow? Just do the watercolour on the wings. And then we'll let it dry, and then I'll show you the background. I'm not going to show you the finished page today, but I'll come back and just add a clip on the end when I've finished the whole page. So you will see the finished page in this video, because I won't be uploading this video until a few days after I filmed it. By the time I edit it and that, I film the videos, and then it takes us like a day or two to actually get up the energy to edit it. Because truthfully, I just don't like editing that much. But then, once I actually do it, it doesn't really take up that much. Like, I don't hate it as much as I think about it. You know, that didn't make sense. I think I hate it more than I actually do. Does that make sense? It's just that procrastination thing where I have to think about doing it for like ages before I actually do it. And then it wasn't that bad. If you do that as well, then let us know. We can procrastinate together. So it's like such a stupid thing. Like, the body and the mind is so brilliant, but it's also so stupid at the same time when it doesn't work the way it's supposed to. I think I should use a bigger brush for this, but I think I've used my bigger brushes. I got their makeup brushes out for no reason. I literally just used this eyeshadow brush. I'm like one of these people where I need certain things. Let us get a brush. I need to use the thing for the intended purpose. So even using an eyeshadow brush on the background, even though I'm trying to tell myself, oh, you can use whatever you want, but then my head's like, that's not meant for that. You know that. So are you one of them people? Like, if I buy something for an intended purpose, but it can be used for other things, I'm just like, it feels a bit wrong inside my soul, because I didn't buy it for that reason. I know. Another stupid thing that the brain makes up. Well, my brain anyway. This light colour is just so gorgeous. See, I do prefer brushes like this, like traditional brushes that are not square, like the pointy ones that are made, or like the rounded ones that are made for like watercolour things, because I just find it easier. Kind of messed that wing up, but I'll go back in and fix it with a smaller brush. So I'm going to let that dry a bit and do a couple more layers. I have no idea what I was talking about, or hopefully I didn't end off in the middle of a sentence, because sometimes I do that and my brain just cuts off and it's just like, I don't remember what you were talking about, just go on to something else. So I'm going to just let that dry, do a couple more layers, and then I'm going to finish the rest of the picture, and then I'll just insert a clip in here and see like what the end result looks like, just so you can see the metallicness on the background and stuff when it's all complete, because I need to go back over the gel pen and stuff and just tidy everything up a bit, and then I'll come back and show you the finished page. But I really hope that you enjoyed this sort of watercolour and chat, or background experiment. It's going to be called background experiment, or create a background with me, or something like that. But you would have already known because I would have titled the video already. Never mind. So here it is, all finished and dried. This clip has been filmed like a week later, so I have no idea what I've said previously in the previous clips. But this is it dry, and I really like the way it turned out. I love the colour scheme, and I really like the fact that I went more over it with the purple, because I feel like the purple looks better than that pink, or like that rosy colour that's not really that metallic underneath. But I really like it. So yeah, I love the shine on this purple. I think that's really nice. And I added some like pattern to the wings, and just touched up some gel pen, and I added some like gel pen to the crown, just some like details, and to the wand here. So yeah, that's basically all I've done. And I completed this properly on the 19th of the 1st, so that was a few days ago. I think I'm filming this on the 28th, so yeah, this is a buddy collab with Natasha again. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm not going to ramble on too much, because I think this video is long enough. So yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like me and you just want to continue to support my channel, then subscribe if you're not already. And if you're interested in when I upload new videos, then you can switch on the notification bell if you are interested, if you feel so inclined to do that. And that is it. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Clouds are stirring up the sky.